Hey, friends. I'm Nova, and this little fluff ball is my puppy, Poppy. We love story time. Every time I start a story, Poppy zooms over and plops right next to me. He never misses a single one. If you enjoy our stories and want to hear more, make sure to hit like and subscribe. Poppy might even do a happy dance. The Thirsty Crow. Once upon a time, on a sunny day, there was a clever little crow named Crowvy. Crowvy loved to fly around, exploring the skies and visiting all the fun places in the forest. But today, something was wrong. Crowvy was really thirsty. His throat was dry, and he desperately needed some water. So, Crowvy flew over the forest, searching for a nice, cool drink. He looked and looked but couldn't find any water. Oh no, where's all the water when I need it? Crowvy thought, his wings flapping a little slower. After what felt like forever, but was probably only a few minutes, Crowvy finally spotted something shiny. Down below, by a tree, stood a small clay pot, and it looked like there was water inside. Crowvy's eyes lit up. Yay! Water! Finally! He swooped down and landed next to the pot. But when he peeked inside, he got a big surprise. There was water in the pot, but it was way down at the bottom. Crowvy tried dipping his beak in, but it was too deep. He couldn't reach it. Oh no! Crowvy squawked, how am I going to drink the water? He scratched his head with his wing and thought really hard. Just then, a silly squirrel scampered by, munching on an acorn. The squirrel looked at Crowvy and said, Hey, Crowvy! What's with the long face? Lose a game of hide and seek? Crowvy sighed, No, squirrel, I'm just super thirsty and I can't reach the water in this pot. What do I do? The squirrel giggled and said, Well, I would just climb into the pot. But I'm not as good at flying as you. Then the squirrel wiggled its tail and scampered away. Crowvy sat there, thinking. Suddenly, a brilliant idea popped into his head. I've got it. I don't need to climb in. I'll make the water come to me. He looked around and saw some pebbles nearby. Crowvy picked up one with his beak and dropped it into the pot. Plop! The water rose just a tiny bit. Crowvy grinned. This is going to work. Crowvy quickly started picking up more pebbles, one by one, dropping them into the pot. Plop, plop, plop. With every pebble, the water level rose a little higher. Crowvy's heart raced with excitement. Soon, the water was high enough for him to reach. Success! Crowvy chirped, sticking his beak into the pot and taking a long, refreshing sip. Ah! That's much better! Just then, the silly squirrel came back and saw Crowvy happily drinking. Wow, Crowvy! You did it! You're one smart crow! Crowvy smiled, feeling proud of himself. Thanks, squirrel! When you think outside the pot, anything is possible. And so, with his thirst finally quenched, Crowvy flew off into the sky, feeling clever and happy. He learned that even when things seem tough, a little thinking can save the day. The end.